Kwame Ashala coming out the GMS Indiana Camp. Here to do another sit down. Before I get started, I just want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Send up honors to Apostle Great Millstone. Reason, salutation to you, arguments, pushing this truth through with your whole heart and sincerity. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm gonna call this sit down video, but it's gonna be mainly about the flesh because the flesh is weak. All right, you get sick. You know, you go off. This flesh, being in this world, this flesh is subject to go off. All right, and now, like I said, you get sick. All right, you know, you can get a disease, and in the long run, it's going to be put to rest. Okay, you know, you get persuaded by riches, women, the ways of this world, man. Okay. So being in this truth, man, you can't go off by the flesh. You have to go within the spirit of the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. All right. Because if you walking in the flesh, you know you're gonna fail in this truth, man. So you want to remain spiritual and not fleshly, because the flesh can get carnal. All right, and like I said, it can have you to go off and commit sin, man. Transgression. All right, that's what sin is: transgression of the law. So our journey within this truth, man, we got to remain spiritual and constantly walk through the spirit and be circumspect. You know, wise as serpents and gentle as doves. Okay. But the first scripture I'm gonna get is Salakia. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 26, verse 41. Now, this is during the time of Yahweh Shai, where the time was at hand where he was going to be taken and persecuted. Okay, and the disciples, you know, he wanted them to stay up and watch for him, but they fell asleep. Okay, and this is what he said. Okay. I'm going to start at 40, okay, since I put that out there. And he cometh unto the disciples, and findeth them sleep, and saith unto Peter, What could ye not watch with me 1 hour? Watch and pray, that ye enter not into temptation. The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Okay? The flesh is weak, man. You know, even now today, man, within myself, you know, here I am, 35 years old. I work 5 days out the week, sometimes overtime, man, and it takes a toll on my body. Now, you know, I can withstand some of those things, but it still takes a toll on my body, because, you know, you working all day, man, and then and then depending on what type of work you do, it beats up your body, man, and you have to get rest, man. You know, I'm still active and everything, but through the years to come, you know, it's probably gonna get worse, you know. So the flesh is weak, man. It's subject to go off. It causes you to commit sin, you know. But what he say? The spirit indeed is willing. The spirit indeed is willing. Okay, you gotta be spiritual in this through this journey, man. Through your walk of coming in the truth. You know, you gotta be spiritual and not be within the world, man. Cause this world is wicked, man. And you and us us being once part of this world, know what it's like, and it's easy to fall back within the world. But if you walk, but if you within the spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Shalakia, you'll have a chance to withstand those things, man. Okay. Shalakia. Okay. Come on. Scripture I'm gonna get. This is the book of John, chapter 6, verse 63. It is the spirit that quickeneth, the flesh profited nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. All right. So it's the spirit of how we should our everyday life. This is how we should walk, man, within the spirit, man. Not after the flesh and the ways of the world, man. Okay. Okay. Let's see, let me go. Okay, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5. Okay, this is the book of Galatians, chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Okay? Come on, see the lust of the flesh, man. Desiring the things of this world, man. The riches. Okay? Housing, clothing, women. This is all the lust of the flesh. This is all the desires of the flesh that our people want. You so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans. And you'll do anything, to get that, trying to get great gain. Okay? And these are all fleshly things, man. These are all things that to make you weak, man, because you're going after these things, man, which which this flesh is weak to. You desire to have, you said you desire to be looked at as a great person, man, someone who's well known. You want all the flash, all kinds of women, man. Which there's nothing wrong with it, but it's the way you go about it. And not only that, being in this truth, the scripture says, be as though if you have no woman, because a woman causes confusion and distraction. All right, most of our women, you so-called Negroes and Latinos and Native Americans who are Israelites, you're within this world, man. And what the scriptures say, okay? Matter of fact, I'm going to just go to it and then I'm going to come back. This is the book of 1 John, chapter 2, verse 15. Love not the world, neither the things that are in the world. If any man love the world, the love of the Father is not in him. Okay? So, because the Most High is not with this world, man. Because this world is ran off of ran off of sorcery, man. Satanism, Everything that you do, everything within this world, man, is satanic. Okay? That's why you love not this world, man. And what it say? If any man love this world, the love of the Father is not him, because the Most High is not with this world, man. Because this world is satanic, man. All right? It's nothing but devils and wicked people, man. Wicked spirits going around here. So you being in this truth, that's why back in Galatians it says, walk thee within the spirit, man, and not the flesh. Because if your flesh, you'll get carnal, man. Okay? Verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, the lust of there it goes, the lust of the flesh, man. Because your flesh desire great gain. To have the riches, okay, the women, all right, and the lust, the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world, all right. That's why sometimes it's good to be by yourself, especially if it causes you not to be around worldly people, either yourself or brothers like you. Okay, because you get with somebody who's in this world, it causes you to go off, man, and causes you to do the same things as them, man. Because everything is spiritual, man. Everything. All right. So let me go back to Galatians, back at chapter 5, verse 16. This I say then, walk in the spirit, and ye shall not fulfill the lust of the flesh. For the flesh lusteth against the spirit, and the spirit against the flesh. And these are all contrary the one to the other, so that ye cannot do the things that ye would. Alright. Verse 18. But if ye be led of the spirit, ye are not under the law. Now the works of the flesh are manifest, which are these: adultery, fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness. Alright. You know, it was adultery, man. Here it is. You know, you going about your day and you see a woman, you know, and she's gorgeous. She's beautiful, man. You know, nice face, teeth, hair, body, all that. You know what I'm saying? This is the things that gets us most men, you know, to see a nice looking woman, man. But here it is, she has a man. Okay. You know, it's hard to get away from that, man. But you know, that's the lust of the flesh, man. And if you're walking within the flesh, you're gonna try to get with that woman even though she has a man. All right. And what it says, for the flesh lusts against the spirit. Okay. Because if you're not walking in the spirit, you're walking in the flesh, man. You're gonna mind the earthly things, the lust of the flesh, man. And so you're gonna go off and you're gonna commit adultery, which is adultery is a sin, man. Okay. That's why you got to be spiritual, man. You got to know that, hey, that's not right. So you look at this woman and you know, and eventually has a man, you back off, man. It's like if that woman has a man, you back off, man. And it's hard, I know. You know, but you know, this is how we supposed to live, man. This is the love of the Most High, that we follow the laws, that's the commandments. Okay, so that's against the scriptures to mess with a woman who already has a man. All right. It's like fornication, uncleanness, lasciviousness, idolatry, witchcraft. Okay, idolatry, witchcraft. This is, and you can see all this throughout the music world, throughout the entertainment world. A lot of our people love their idolatries, man. You know, they spend their whole life being great fans and doing the things of their idolatries, man. Okay. And a lot of them people in the entertainment business are wicked, man. Very wicked. Okay. Witchcraft. You know, that's that. A lot of them entertainers, man. They do witchcraft, man. You know, on the TV screen, at concerts, behind closed doors. They worship Satan, man, on a daily basis. And this is and this is who majority of our people worship. Okay, celebrities, man. All right, majority of our celebrities and our so-called leaders, even pastors, preachers, man. They all devils, man. They all wicked, man. All right. Hatred, variance, emulation, wrath, strife, sedition, heresies, envies, murders, drunkenness, revelings, and such like. Of this I tell you before, as also have also told you in times past, that they which do such things shall not inherit the kingdom of the power. Okay, because these are all form of wickedness, man. These are all things that are against the spirit. These are all things of the flesh. All right. That's why the scripture says, "Walk ye in the spirit," man. You come back to the knowledge and to the fact that you're an Israelite. You know, you gotta walk within the spirit. You cannot walk within this flesh, because the flesh is weak, man. It'll have you go off, man. Not only that, this flesh is not gonna last, man. Like I said, day in and day out, daily, this flesh is deteriorating, man. You get sick, man. Okay, the food you eat, it ain't right. It's breaking down your immune system, man. Year after year, as you get old, man. That's why also you have to do things that's good to the body, because the body is the temple, man. So you gotta keep your temple well in depth, man. You gotta you know what I'm saying, you gotta keep it right, or at least try to, because majority of the things in this world, everything's defiled. All right. Let's see. Hell, let me just go ahead and finish up.
How you doing?
Oh, what's going on, bro? Verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such there is no law. Okay? Like I said, the fruit of the Spirit is love, man. Okay? Love and this is what you have to have in your heart. Love, man. First of all, love for the Most High, man. Joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness. Matter of fact, let me just go back over that. Salakia. Verse 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering. These are all the things of the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, man. And this is how we should walk, day in and day out, man. Love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith. Okay, faith is a big one, man. Faith is a big one, man. Faith, man. If you have good faith, man, you're enduring, man. You're gonna get through this, man. Get through the ways of the world and the things that's coming of this world, because the things that's coming of this world is terror, is horror, man. That's why, like I said, walk in the Spirit. I gotta read this again, Salakia. I like this. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness. The Most High is with the meek, man. Even Yahweh Shai himself was meek, humble and lowly, man. We not going after the things of the ones who are meek, man, and lowly, man. We not going after the things of the flesh, man. There was a time where we did, we once did, but now we done woke up to the truth. Our eyes are open. So now what? We got to remain try to remain as godly men, man. Try to uh, be perfect, man. We seeking for perfection. All right. Through our time on this planet, man. Because who knows when the Most High gonna call us? But this is a test, man. This is a test, and like I said, man, the flesh it's subject to go off, man. All right. That's why you have to remain spiritual. Okay. Back at what verse 23. Meekness, temperance, against such there is no law. And they that are Amashiachs have crucified the flesh. Salakia. Crucified the flesh within affections and lusts. If we live in the Spirit, let us also walk in the Spirit. Let us not be the series of vainglory, provoking one another, envying one another. Okay, this is all how we should walk, man, within the Spirit, man, and not of the flesh, man. These are all things that's gonna get us into the kingdom, man. Because this flesh, man, is what causes us to sin, and this flesh is gonna get us to go off, man. All right. This, like I said from the beginning, this flesh is weak, man. And if we don't have, if we're not walking in the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we're gonna fail, man, and we're gonna go off, man. That's why we must remain spiritual men. Okay. Salakia was kind of interrupted a little bit. Kind of lost my where I wanted to go with it. Yeah, being in the Spirit, we're not gonna fulfill the lust of the flesh, man. And not only that, this flesh is not gonna last anyway. Okay, according to the scriptures, man. Like I said earlier, your flesh every day, it's deteriorating, man. Okay. The only thing that's going to last is the words of Yahweh, man. The words, this truth, man, is going to last forever, eternally. All right. See, Salakia. Let me see which one I want to go with it. Okay. Okay. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 40, verse 6. Let's see. Okay, yeah, verse 6. The voice said, "Cry." And he said, "What shall I cry? All flesh is as grass, and all the goodliness thereof is as the flower of the field. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth." All right. So it's the scripture is comparing the flesh as of grass, man. All right, because it says grass it withereth. All right. It doesn't last. All right. This flesh is not going to last, man. All right. You're eventually going to die. Or through the grace of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, you being in this truth, you be the hopeful elect. Okay. Which this flesh is going to be done away with, period, because you're going to get a new body. All right. Verse 7. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, because the spirit of Yahweh bloweth upon it. Surely the people is grass. The grass withereth, the flower fadeth, but the word of our power shall stand forever. All right. It's His word. That's why we should walk day in, day out within this word, man. Spirit, being spiritual men, That this is what's going to last forever. The cares of this world, you shouldn't walk within the flesh and the cares of this world, man, because it's going to be done away with, man. Hell, this is 2017, man. 10, 20 years ago, man, what was it? What was in style? Let's take music for example. Like in the 70s, they had 8 tracks. That's gone. Okay. Tape cassettes. That's gone. Ain't nobody using CDs anymore. All right. DVD, cassette tapes, videotapes. It's all gone, man. Nothing. All this is that's within. It's all a delusion, man. It's all a delusion. That's why you can't walk within the lust of the flesh, man. All right. You got to remain spiritual, man, because only the words of the Most High is going to stand forever, man. And the kingdom to come, a righteous kingdom. All right. Let's see, let me get one more scripture. Yeah, I'm gonna cut it. This is book of 1 Peter chapter 1. I'm gonna start at the 23rd verse. Okay. Being born again, not corruptible seed, but incorruptible. That's what's gonna happen once to the hopeful elect. Okay, the ones that endure and be faithful unto the end. We're gonna get an incorruptible body, man, because these bodies are corruptible, man. These bodies are weak, man. Once again, from the flesh is weak, man, but the spirit is willing. Okay, by the word of Yahweh, which liveth and abideth forever. Okay, the word of Yahweh, like it says, by the word of Yahweh, which liveth and abideth forever. All right. For all flesh is as grass, and all the glory of man as the flower of grass. The grass withereth, and the flower thereof falleth away. But the word of Yahweh endureth forever. And this is the word which by the gospel is preached unto you. Okay, so just like in Isaiah chapter 40, this flesh is weak, man, and soon it's going to fade away. That's why we have to walk as spiritual men as our journey within this truth, man, because the flesh is weak, and by you walking in the flesh, man, you're going to fall into the ways of this world and try to go against the word of the Most High to get the things of this world, man. If you're walking in the flesh, you're going to get carnal. So you, like in the book of Galatians, you gotta walk in the spirit, man. All right, walk in the spirit of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, because the words of the Most High is what's gonna last, man. All right. With that, to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, send up on to the Apostle Greg Millsbone. Really since salutations to you, arguments, pushing this truth and true sincerity. Okay, with your whole heart. All right. With that, I want to say death to America. Shalom.